Sands is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Tea Podcast.
With incomparable luxury, Sands leaves nothing to the imagination. To learn more, visit sandsnewyork.com. The Long Island Tea Podcast.
I can't believe
3
it.
years strong.
3 years strong.
We start every episode with saying, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
We're at the Gurney's Seawater Spa. We're at the incredible Ohika Castle.
We are on the beautiful Shelter Island.
At the Selfie Clubhouse. I mean, when do you get the chance to have Adventureland yourself?
Taste of Long Island. We have Besitos.
Hi, neighbors. How are you?
Woo! Welcome back to another New Year's episode of Long Island Tea, where we spill the tea on living your best Long Island life. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Sharon. Welcome back.
Hey, Sharon. How you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
Today's
week.
a good
I
day.
feel like it was.
I
yeah.
wore my Good Vibes shirt
I know. Cute.
for that reason, and it's in full effect.
Yeah. I think. I didn't even. That's so smart of you. You got your good vibes on. New year, new you, but it's, what is it? You said new year, be you, something
Be
like
you,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Right?
Yeah, fun. It's been a crazy busy week, but this is the time of year where I thrive because it's winter and it's snowing and things get canceled, and that's like my favorite thing in the world.
You love it.
When things get canceled.
I know. Yeah, that
so
is amazing.
fabulous.
Because I am the opposite. I don't like snow days. I don't like the winter. I know there is such thing as seasonal depression. I don't have it.
Yes,
But
it's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a real thing. And I can see why.
Yeah, and also I can see why too. Like, did you see the Buffalo Bills game?
No.
So first of all, I think they postponed their game one time.
Right. Because of the snow.
Because of the snow.
And they were like having fans shoveling.
And then
I
they
saw
were
that.
paying fans, I want to say like $15 to $20 an hour to come, and they were shoveling their own seats out of the stadium.
Yeah.
And you saw people sitting in like a mound of snow to watch the game. I'm like, first of all,
That's dedication.
that is dedication. I was like,
would
wow,
never.
Kudos to the Bills fans because that's amazing. Secondly, that I would be depressed. If my entire house was snowed in day after day, and there have been people in Oregon that have been without
It's
power
like everywhere.
for like a week. Okay, that's a different level.
Yeah, that's
right?
a different level. Long Island snow is
We get
very
like
different.
a beautiful dusting of snow, and it looks so pretty.
Yeah.
And like it's 1 to 3 inches. And then the next day, the roads are plowed.
Yeah. Salted.
And maybe even later that day. And it's fabulous.
Yeah.
It's
No,
beautiful.
nice. It is beautiful.
I'm like, so
I'm just sick of the cold.
I'm here. It was so cold. Although, as you know, Thomas's last week, I remember when my phone fell and my phone's vibrating in the middle of the show. It was because Thomas's mom, my mother-in-law, had to have an emergency surgery.
Yes.
And so Thomas we had to make a decision that night. He had to fly to Chicago the next morning. And if you remember, again, it was that huge storm coming in.
Right.
He was like the last flight that got out. He left at 6 a.m. He left the house at 3 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
So he'd be on his 6 a.m. flight. I was like, you got to get on that very first flight.
Right, because you're not getting out.
That's it.
Yeah.
And he was, I think, one of the last flights to get in before they grounded all flights into Chicago. And I was talking to him and I was like, the high when he was there was -7.
Oh,
Right.
That
So
is
we don't know
brutal.
seasonal depression really
No,
on Long Island.
exactly.
I feel like we're so spoiled.
we are.
Because I love that we get all 4 seasons and we get to enjoy it without it being like crippling.
Well, it's true. And it's so funny because all over social media, you see the countdown to summer.
Yeah.
Like 84 days till summer or whatever it is, you know?
I went to an event this morning because Governor Hochul was in town.
Yep.
She was awarding Kings Park a $10 million downtown revitalization
that.
grant, which
Amazing.
was huge.
Congratulations.
And yeah, it was awesome. And so we were at Kings Park and it's fabulous, very exciting. And she was talking about our budget. But I ran into somebody because that's when you see everybody in the community. And I ran into somebody and he was like, I think he just didn't know what else to say to me because he knows we're tourism. And he was like, you getting ready for the air show?
What?
And I was like, I mean, it's freezing. It's like snowing here. And I looked at him and I'm like, you mean the Jones Beach air show? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I mean, I wish I was getting ready for
I know.
this. I'm like,
Imagine.
Countdown to Memorial
Oh my
Day. Like
gosh,
everyone
that's
here is
funny.
just immediately like, is it summer yet?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I know.
Because it's like
It's almost summer. I was like,
it's
okay.
like 20 degrees. It's crazy.
It is, but I'm very excited. We were supposed to have a big event tomorrow, our legislative breakfast, which is like a kickoff, and it's supposed to snow in the morning, and we were like, postponed.
Yeah.
See you in
Well, I
March.
mean, we were
See
getting
you in
reached
March.
out to
I know.
by a bunch of people.
I got to tell you, gleeful.
Yeah.
And right? And we told people it was postponed, and what was the response?
I got multiple thank yous. Somebody said, bless you. Somebody was like, bless you.
Because we have a
I
board
did
meeting, and
not
they were all
want
like,
to
everyone's
drive
like,
out.
yay, thank you, it's canceled.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, yeah. I'm like, you're welcome.
Yeah.
So nice to say
We're like
that.
everyone's best friend now
Yeah.
for canceling our event. We
Absolutely.
didn't cancel it. We postponed it.
Yes.
So it'll be in March, which is just, everyone just gets like, you get a free day.
You get a free day.
You get your life back for a
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And it's a Friday. So that's really cool. So
Yeah.
I love this time of year. It makes me so happy. My dogs love frolicking in the snow. Well, Duke does. Little Thomas, not so much. He just freezes. But yeah, it's beautiful. So I just think we're so lucky to be here because we're not snowed in. We can still go about our daily lives.
Yeah. Yeah. Still function.
I mean,
but it's
during
funny,
the
like,
height of the storm,
you
you're
know,
supposed to stay home. But
Dan's from Maine, so like he literally laughs out loud every time it snows on Long Island because he's like, Long Island like shuts down.
yeah, we freak out.
Over 1 inch.
Yeah.
He's like, this is just a powder,
Yeah, exactly. It's a little dusting.
a little dusting.
Which is fine, but no, everyone goes Armageddon shopping at the grocery
yeah.
store
Yep.
and
And the
stocks
liquor store.
and the liquor store. It's great. I love Long Island winters.
Tell you where you don't want to be, Costco. You
Yeah,
don't want to be
crazy.
in Costco a day before a snowstorm.
Dog eat dog. Okay, but it's nothing like when in the southern states. Remember when several years ago when Atlanta had that snow, and I think it snowed like 1 inch, and they literally looked like the pandemic.
Yeah.
they were cleaned out.
Yeah.
Of their grocery
Well,
store
Nashville
shelves.
just literally had a huge snowstorm. Alfredo was there for ABA.
Right,
And
he
he
got stuck.
He couldn't get out.
He got stuck.
Yeah.
So we're equipped.
Yeah.
We can
Right.
handle it. Our planes still fly, our cars still, we have all the towns are ready and we've got all the salt out and everybody does their thing. And then we just get to enjoy. It's so pretty.
It is so pretty.
It is so
I
pretty.
do love it.
I just love it when you wake up and everything's like that. It just looks so clean and white and just gorgeous. So I love this time of year and I'm excited because things get canceled and I get to stay home.
I get an extra day.
I know.
funny.
Although thinking about, is it next week maybe? I can't remember. I was just doing my bar schedule trying to figure out all my days and signing up
when
in
you can
advance.
go,
So
yeah.
I don't even know what day it is. But it's also Broadway week
Yes.
in the city.
Yeah.
Because, during their slow time, after all the holidays are over and all the tourists leave, they know they basically try to get like Long Islanders or people from
Right.
around the city or in the city to go to Broadway shows, and you get 2-for-1 Broadway tickets.
Awesome. Now, how do you do that? You have to go there, right?
Yeah, I think it's a website, Broadway Week.
Oh, okay.
And you
'Cause
buy
I
your
thought you had to
tickets.
do it physically there. Well, you can go there and like
Ooh,
buy
I could be totally wrong.
I don't know. Hey, we all know I could be wrong.
I don't know, but just Google it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you want to go see a Broadway show, 2-for-1.
And there's so many good ones.
I know. I have not been to one in forever.
Me
And
either.
Tegan was saying her friends are going, and I'm like, maybe we should go.
Isn't one locally coming? I Love You, You're Perfect Now changes. I think coming to the CM Performing Arts. We got to fact check this, but that is an amazing show.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
So many great theaters locally where you
Yeah.
can see, Broadway level performances, like really great,
Because it's all
incredible talent.
Broadway actors.
Yeah, right, because
Awesome.
everyone like lives here and goes back and forth to study. Speaking of Broadway,
Mm-hmm.
I had this in my CelebriTEA, but we can talk about it now.
Oh, it's at the John Engelman Theater.
Oh,
I
the
Love You,
John
You're Perfect
Engelman
Now
Theater.
Change. It's
Yes.
hysterical. It's such a
I
funny
love
show.
you. You're perfect now. Change
Yeah.
at the John Engelman Theater, and they are actually I think one of the few for-profit theaters because they get the Broadway actors
Right.
that come and do the performances.
Right.
So it's literally the same.
It's
actors.
Broadway. Yeah, coming into the North.
Speaking of Broadway, they have a new Great Gatsby musical coming to Broadway, and where Long Island's going to be the star because, as you know, The Great Gatsby was written about Long Island.
Right.
The East Egg, it was, the North Shore.
Yeah.
And they're looking across the Sound to Connecticut is
Yeah.
the light. I never put that together till I moved here.
Really?
Of course, when you don't know Long Island, you're just watching it. And
But don't they say it?
Yeah, I guess.
multiple
But
times?
if you've never been and seen the Long Island Sound, it's hard to really envision what that means. I mean, if somebody was talking about something in California in a lake or a pond, you wouldn't know what that, where that is or how it looks like.
Sure.
So it's great. We realize like, oh my God, it's really written about the mansions that are still here.
Yeah.
So it's coming in the new Great Gatsby musical coming to Broadway in April, all about Long Island.
Excited. That's
I know
fun.
we should do like a little preview. We should review it. If you're, hey, Broadway,
if you're listening.
what's it called? The Broadway Association or something like that. Broadway League, I think.
Yes.
If you're listening and you would like Sharon and I to review, because we are Long Island experts,
Yes.
obviously, the new Great Gatsby show, just call us.
Yeah, we'll be happy to.
But that's exciting. One more thing about kind of Broadway, and this is, again, I had this in CelebriTEA, but I think it's interesting. Did you watch the Emmys at all?
No.
Oh, because Sir Elton John
What?
became part of the prestigious EGOT club. Do you know what that means? I didn't know what it means. I didn't know what it means. He got EGOT status when he won his Emmy for Best Variety Special, which was on Disney Plus, which I think that's hilarious that like Elton John's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But he's fabulous.
Right.
But you know,
I feel like Disney
we've
Plus
come a long way.
owns so many things.
But EGOT means you've won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Sir Elton John, for
That's
his
amazing.
Tony, his Emmy. That
You know
made
what's
him
funny
eat
about the award? I know it's award season, and I don't know. Are they not advertising that it's happening? Because like I find out about it the next day, and I'm like, oh,
Exactly.
No, I didn't watch that. No.
Exactly. Same happened to us. We've been like, so when Thomas was in Chicago for the week, it was me and Tegan and Finnegan at home. And so, you know, what happens when it's me and Tegan without Thomas? We watch like total garbage television.
Yeah.
Things that Thomas would not want to watch.
Right.
This is when I
Binge.
got on Love is Blind. Is when last time
Did you
Thomas
see
went on.
there's a new one, like Love is Blind in Sweden or something like that?
Whatever it is, I'm here for it.
Me too.
So now that Thomas is gone, it was gone in Chicago. Tegan and I literally went back to the very first season of Married at First Sight.
Okay.
Very similar to Love is Blind.
Yes.
Amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
I gotta
so
watch it.
we have been, the only thing is there's like 23 episodes. It takes forever.
Right.
I told
Are
her,
they
I'm
like
I don't
hour
even-
long?
Oh my God. We watched it the whole weekend, and because we had Martin Luther King Day off
Yeah.
too, binged it that day.
Yeah.
I still don't know if the couple stay together. I'm like, at this point I have to Google it because I was
Right.
like, anyway, my point was we were binge watching this on Netflix, and we would get texts from her friends like, you're not watching the Emmys? You're not watching the whatever, the Grammy?
Yeah.
I was like, what? How do you know about these things?
Exactly. Why does it not? I feel like since like the strike or whatever it may be, maybe there was like less promotion of
The
it.
Critics Awards.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been very difficult. I think you're right. It's been because I think the problem is nobody watches like regular TV anymore.
No,
So how do you
exactly.
know even if they're advertising it?
Right.
Because we all watch streaming stuff.
Right.
But you know, we were talking about the host of the Golden Globes, and like we didn't know who he was. That guy.
it?
Remember?
Joe Coy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got the job.
He's Chelsea
tended-
Handler's
so-
ex-boyfriend.
So funny. And then Chelsea Handler hosted the Critics' Choice Awards.
Okay.
Like the week later, and apparently she was giving a lot of zingers.
Oh, I'm
to
sure.
her ex.
She's very zinging.
She said the funny. I didn't catch a lot of it because I missed it. You know, as per usual, like
Right.
you were just saying.
But he's funny. Joe Coy's funny.
He was okay. I mean, but maybe it could have
well,
been the
funny
timing.
enough, did you watch Chelsea Handler's show on E for a while?
Sometimes,
Back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
He was like one of her guests.
really.
So
Regular.
was Ross Matthews
Ross
for the
Matthews.
longest time.
I thought everybody I talked to was like Chelsea Handler nailed the Critics' Choice Awards, and she should do everything. I just saw a second where she came up behind Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon, who were in the morning show.
Yeah.
And she was like, such a juicy season. She was like, Jennifer Aniston had a affair and a relationship with her boss. She's like, I've been there. Shout out to E! Network. And she said his name. I was like, what? Everybody was like,
Oh my God, that's
Reese
funny.
Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston were trying to just do total poker face.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like fully called out some guy
That's
from
so
the E!
funny.
Network who she had. I thought she's hilarious. She's so bold.
She is so bold.
And I love that. Anyway, we had skipped to CelebriTEA, but really about like Broadway and the shows
Yeah.
and things that are happening here, which is exciting. But should we go to our taste of?
Our taste of. We love it. Our taste of is a bottle of the most delicious Chardonnay I've had in a long time from Channing Daughters Winery, located in Bridgehampton. They have this crisp, focused white wine displays aromas and flavors of citrus and tree fruits that is coupled with a salty minerality that sings of the sea.
Oh, I love that
Right?
description.
Isn't that amazing?
It's beautiful.
And Michael pointed out on the bottle is a drone footage of a whale in the sound in the ocean
Yeah. Off Long Island.
off of Long Island.
Oh my God,
I was
that's
like,
so
the
cool.
sound.
It's
They're not going to be in the
beautiful.
sound.
No. But off the coast of Long Island.
Yes.
It's beautiful. The label is beautiful. The description is beautiful.
And the wine is beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. I'm here for it. And it's in Bridgehampton, which is great because for those that don't know, the cool thing about Bridgehampton is it's not that far out. Bridgehampton
Right,
is
right.
pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to drive that far to get to, sometimes you have to go all the way
thinking
out
the
to the east end.
Hamptons,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It's pretty close. So I love it. Interestingly enough, Sharon, we also had a meeting with Long Island Wine Country this week.
Yeah, that
We
was.
went out, we went and met with their board of directors. Loved it.
Loved it.
We were at Pominock, which is
Pominock
one of our
Vineyards.
favorites.
Kareem, he's amazing.
His wine.
The Minimalist. Oh my gosh.
So here's the story. Sharon and I were like, we're here. And whenever we're here, we try to pick up like a taste of,
Right.
for the
Wherever
future, for
we
the
go,
podcast.
yeah.
We'll grab some stuff because we always want to have a stockpile that we can talk about things. And so they poured us a glass. And I was like, also, I'm going to get a bottle for me, for my house.
One for me, one for you.
And we were talking to them. The Long Island Wine Country Board is, first of all, so awesome.
They
I
really
mean, they're
are.
really, it's so cute because they're like family owned. Most of them are farmers.
Right.
It's what people don't understand.
They have no idea.
These vineyard owners, they're farmers. I mean, they're like out there in the cold with the grapes. They work so hard. Blood,
working.
sweat, and tears
Yes.
and heart and love poured into these wines.
Yes.
They're just the sweetest people. I love them. And they were so supportive of Discover Long Island.
Yeah, they loved it.
And we had such a great meeting. And they were talking about, not just getting people to come to the vineyards, but really educating people about the quality of Long Island wines. And we're always talking about all the awards they win and everything. And I told Kareem, I was like, this is an easy problem to solve. Just send this bottle of minimalist Cab Franc that I'm drinking to every house in America.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be in love with Long Island wines.
Oh my gosh, it was so delicious.
And like, again, this Channing Daughters Chardonnay. I mean, if you have not, I know we talk about Long Island wines a lot, but if you have not had a Long Island wine in like the last decade, or you maybe you had it once and you haven't or ever tried it, please trust us.
Yeah.
It's going to blow your mind how good they are.
And you know what I loved about this one, everybody knows I love a Chardonnay.
You do, yeah.
But it's really is, the description is so specific to how it tastes. I really agree.
It's really nice.
100%. But I loved the Minimalist because they were talking, it was like she was saying it's like a passion project for them.
Yes.
To create that line. And what it is it's the most sustainable line that they do. There's a lot less handling in every aspect of bottling and making the vintage that's
what I love about Pominock in general.
Yeah.
They have a heightened focus on sustainability, and a lot of the vineyards on Long Island do, because when you're on an island, you have a finite amount of resources, and people on Long Island really care about preserving the environment. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's really a priority here because the water quality, the land quality, it really is. Every Long Islander thinks about that so much.
and the soil and everything. Yeah, absolutely.
It's different
It
than
is.
going anywhere else, I think. I mean, I don't know. I'm clearly biased to Long Island.
Right.
But so I wanted, speaking though, I had Tegan send this thing to me. I might have to put my glasses on for this. She was obsessed with it. And what it is, it's a testament to marketing. So we just talked about the beautiful description of the wine and how it can make you want to drink it. It
Packaging.
can make you, marketing matters, and how you storytell and how you sell something.
Yes.
A lot of people, even with tourism, people be like, marketing, you don't need to market. People will just come there.
Right.
I'm like, you don't even know what you're like. You can really sell something if you have great marketing. So this thing went wild on TikTok, and Tegan and all her friends. It's a Craigslist ad for like a 1999 Toyota Sentra.
Okay.
Okay. And it's like 1999 Toyota Corolla. And the description is, you want a car that gets the job done. You want a car that's hassle-free. You want a car that literally no one will ever compliment you on. Well, look no further. It's like the 1999 Toyota Corolla. Let's talk about features. Bluetooth? Nope. Sunroof? Nope. Fancy wheels? Nope. Rear view mirror camera? Nope. But It's got transparent rear window, and you can have. And anyway, it goes on, and it's like, let me tell you a story. One day, my Corolla started making a strange noise. I didn't give a crap about it, and I ignored it, and then it went away. The end. They're like, you could take the engine off of this car and drop it off a bridge into the water, dig it out, put it back in, and it will run.
It'll still work.
They were like,
so
this
funny.
car, it's not fancy. It'll last you forever.
Toyotas are like that, though. They're very well, I think.
It says this car will outlive you. It will outlive your children.
Yeah.
And so Tegan was saying, and it goes on, and it was like, oh, and then it was like, you want to know more? Great. I had my car fill out a Facebook survey. Favorite food, spaghetti. Favorite TV show, Alf. Favorite band, Between Bush and the Jim Blossoms.
Oh my gosh. That's
was like,
so funny.
If you give something even an old crappy Toyota Corolla, you can give it a personality.
Give it a life.
It's viral.
Yeah.
Tegan was like, all the comments on this are like, I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to buy this car.
Right.
You know what I mean? I need a car that's going to last me.
That's so funny.
If you can have some personality.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even with this podcast.
Yeah.
This podcast is different, right? We don't just talk about we just don't talk about only tourism things. We
Right.
talk about things that are interesting and relevant and funny because that's what relates to people. And then they pay attention.
Yeah, exactly.
To the other things you talk about,
Yeah.
which are tourism related.
It's so funny.
Anyway, I just thought it was a great example of interesting marketing that has now gone viral on TikTok just because it's creative and different.
Right. I love that. And I would buy a 1999 Corolla for that same reason.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a cute car, but listen, let me tell you, if you want something that's going to last.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Well,
you know-
speaking of 1999s, and this is a little celebrity too.
Okay, let's hear it.
Did you hear No Doubt is doing a reunion
Yes.
for Coachella 2024?
I am
so
so
pumped for that.
pumped. I could literally, this was my conversation with Thomas last night. So I went to dinner last night with our friends from Sands Casino.
Yes.
And they're from Vegas.
Right.
But he also has a house in Palm Springs.
Okay.
So I'm
Oh,
like,
I didn't know that.
I'm like suddenly like, oh, you have a house in Palm Springs, which is near Coachella, in case you didn't know. Are you going to go to Coachella? Or is your house available for that?
Right.
Are
Like,
you?
so what happened?
I was totally, because I'm like, I'm not sure if you heard, No Doubt.
That's so funny.
And then I was telling Thomas about it last night. I'm like, guess who? And I'm like, they're getting back together. And we had all these games. And he was like, oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
He's like, so do you want to go? Are you going to go? And I'm like, honey, I don't even go to like concerts with actual seats. I'm not
Right.
a festival.
Right.
I was thinking more for Kenzie and her friends.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because I'm not a festival, multi-day festival person.
It's a lot.
I mean, immediately the porta potties, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out.
Yeah, but Coachella's
It's a
different.
vibe.
I don't know.
Have you been to Coachella?
No, I think that's kind of like maybe different vibe than like a country festival.
I don't know, but Coachella, Country Thunder, Burning Man. I have been to Lollapalooza, but I will tell you it was a zillion years ago.
Right. It's so different.
It was when I was in my like late 20s,
Right.
early 30s. Like it was like Lollapalooza, and it was super cool. Women power.
Yeah. What was the other one? Lilith Fair.
Lilith Fair. Yeah, you're right. Lilith Fair was the women. Lollapalooza was just everything. But listen, I'm so here for No Doubt.
Yes, I know. And they look so cute.
So I'm so, and I know we don't, we're not big on the, what's it called? What's the show that she's on?
The Voice.
The Voice era of Gwen.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, No Doubt era and her
Right?
original solo album,
Oh my
Gwen.
God.
I went and saw her in concert.
Yeah.
I was telling our friend from Sands, I said, so when your kids are little and you have that Baby Einstein music, it's
Yeah.
like that ding, ding,
Little
ding. I had that, but it was called Rockabye Baby.
Yes. Yes.
And I had No Doubt.
I did that for my kids too. I had Coldplay.
Yes.
Metallica.
I had No Doubt
Yeah.
and Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. Led Zeppelin. That
Stairway
was
to
good.
Heaven.
Yeah.
That's what my kids went to bed with. It wasn't little Baby Einstein,
Yeah.
Mozart.
Yeah, that's funny.
But I think that's so cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I think it's gonna be a resurgence for her. I know she's tried to like have some comeback albums. This is it.
I think this is it.
No doubt.
Their
It's a
reunion
big
after 20
opportunity.
years. Like that's crazy.
Pumped for that. I borderline want to go.
I know.
But then
I wish there was a
think
way to
about
sit,
the
like watch it
festivals.
virtually. Like, like
I'm sure there is. It'll be on TikTok. It'll be on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be all over.
yeah, but like to stream it.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. Somebody has to.
Yeah.
Anyway. love that
know we're
news.
like on such a huge celebrity episode, but I have to tell you, I'm such a Swiftie now. I've told you this now like a couple times.
I'm so here for
But
that.
like Pearl, major Swiftie, like literally like in every night when she takes a bath, Mom, can you play Taylor Swift's Red album? Thank you. And like, so now I decorate the house for every birthday. Her birthday's on Monday. And so like right when they go to bed the night before, I'll decorate the house and they wake up and there's decorations
Aw,
everywhere.
such a good mom.
And I was like, we got to go get decorations. Like, what do you want your decorations to be? She's like, Mom, I really want a Taylor Swift birthday. And I'm like, do they even make Taylor Swift? Amazon came in clutch.
Wow.
Okay. Instead of the happy birthday banner, it's going to be, it's me. I'm the birthday girl. It's me. Hi. It's me.
Oh, that's so cute.
And then they have like these little swirly things that you can hang. It's all like Taylor Swift pictures.
So I remember, 10 years ago when we were Swifties before Swifties were cool.
Right.
And Kenzie wanted a Taylor Swift party when she was little. I think she was turning 11 or 12. And back then, Taylor Swift very wisely really controls her brand.
Yes.
You couldn't do it. They didn't have any.
They had nothing.
That was pre like Amazon.
Right.
They didn't have anything. So I remember went on like Google and printed a bunch of pictures
like
hand printed them, made the little swirls, hung
Yeah,
them all over.
that's so funny.
I took a picture that then I took to the bakery, and then it was just a laminate thing, and then I had them put that on the cake. But it was like a total, and I don't do DIY.
Right.
This just goes to show how much it was hard work.
I'm sure.
It was hard. But now they have it. It's so cute.
So cute.
It's me. I'm the
So
birthday girl.
excited.
Love
Yeah.
it. Love. Real quick, changing, going back to the season. Okay.
Okay.
My other favorite thing about winter on Long Island,
Yeah.
igloo season.
Yes.
I don't know
I'll tell
why,
you, I do
Sharon.
love it.
don't know why I love the igloo so much.
Because it's magical.
What?
It's so magical. I think
it's like twinkle lights.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Kinsey always says, I'm like a moth to the flame.
Yeah.
When it comes to twinkle lights.
And like some of them have like, I don't know, some of them do have like those little indoor fireplaces.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah.
Like so
Yes.
cute.
So let's talk about some of our favorite. I have several that I love to go to. And I don't know why. It's not always a great experience. Sometimes it's cold.
Yeah.
And you pay a ton of money for it. But I'm like, yes, I want it.
It was
want the igloo.
it was post,
COVID. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It was COVID when they wanted separation. But it like,
But then it turned into like a magical wonderland.
yes.
I
And some
think.
people have like, they've like gone even above and beyond the igloos, and they have these little huts.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so Len's Winery, they have one igloo available up to 4 people, includes the first bottle of wine.
Okay, what
which
sounds
is
more
awesome.
fun? You guys have done this, right, Michael? You and Bree. You get a bottle of wine.
You did it too on LITV.
I did it. I
very
did it
beginning.
at Maribel
Yeah.
at Three Village Inn.
Yep.
Loved it. But I love a bottle of wine, some blankets,
Some
sit in
charcuterie.
the igloo. Oh my
Oh my God, how funny was that the other day at the Long Island Wine Country board
So
meeting?
cute.
One of the owners was like, "What do you call it? Charcuterie?"
He was like, they were
so
coming
cute.
to ask if I have that charcuterie. He's like, what's that stuff called? It's that fancy stuff.
And meanwhile, it's like an adult Lunchable.
Yeah, I know.
so
we were
funny.
like, allow us to help you. It's charcuterie. Yeah, we love it.
So
but
funny.
I love those farmers. I love those vineyards.
They were awesome.
Okay.
Gurney's Montauk has 6 people per igloo, 6 to 8 igloos available, and they added more this year due to popular demand. I can't imagine why.
Because you know what? You're looking for something to do in the winter. And we were just talking about how beautiful it is. It's a beautiful dusting of snow. You can still go out on the roads.
Yeah.
You can still go someplace, but it's like you get to enjoy the outdoors, but you're cozy.
Yeah,
I love it.
you're cozy, and like a lot of them have like the furry blankets.
And
so
Gurney's, you
cute.
have ocean views.
Right.
You're sitting there with ocean views.
And like, okay, so you got to stay the night at Gurney's.
oh,
Sorry.
I'm shedding a tear for you.
Yeah.
I know.
Macari Wines, they have indoor experiences, beautiful rose-themed rooms for Valentine's Day, which is fun. At their Matatuck
Get ready. And you
location.
could go early for Valentine's Day and just knock it out.
Yeah,
Don't wait.
right.
Do a little pre-Valentine's Day.
So
Beat
cute.
the crowds. Beat the
I love
crowds.
that.
Okay, what's the other one?
They also have a super cozy lodge-themed tasting room open to the public at their Meadowlark.
Yeah, cool.
Meadowlark.
Oh, a cozy lodge themed. That's awesome. I can see like get your little beanie,
Right.
get your
Your thick
your
sweater.
après ski sweater.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one that is one of my favorites because have you been to the Baker House?
I'm dying to go.
I am obsessed with the Baker House. The Baker House, let me tell you, we like to be bougie.
Mm-hmm.
It's right in the Hamptons, right on Main Street, right off of Main Street. You pull in this little side, like driveway, very unassuming. It's beautiful. It looks like a manor house, right? The Baker House,
right.
But it's like in the heart of the downtown. It is great location. It's gorgeous. I love it. Antonella, I believe, is their owner. First of all, she's like Giselle. She's like an Italian model.
Yes, yeah.
And she's so like classy and beautiful. You just immediately when you get there, you feel like, hello, this is what the Hamptons feels like. I was there one time for an event and like a bunch of soiree people. And I was walking outside. I was like on the main street and there's all these hedges because it's the Hamptons. So,
and like the old story, though, the higher the hedges, the richer they were.
Right. And so they have all these hedges in the Hamptons. And I was literally walking in my car and something caught my eye out of like, it was like underneath the hedges, an amazing pair of like awesome Ray-Bans.
Yeah. Yeah. And you still have them.
I still have them.
I love
Those
that.
are my sunglasses. I mean, it's like similar to like the things on the curb.
Yeah.
Because you can just find things under the hedges in the Hamptons that people just drop.
It could be like
anybody's. It was like a $300 pair of Ray-Bans.
So funny.
Just in the middle of like the main street under, I was like, this is my lucky day.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Finders keepers.
Curb alert.
Curb alert. Speaking of curb alert.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Before we do the curb alert, let's just finish the Baker House because I went on a Baker House tangent about how much I love it. But so they have is it
Igloo.
just the giveaway? They have an igloo.
Yeah.
Okay, talk about the igloo, Sharon, because I don't.
Open 7 days a week, available for private parties or outdoor igloo settings. The Baker Spa, the ultimate escape where serenity meets luxury. So, funny enough about the Baker House, they have this beautiful old antique piano. I want to say in the lobby or in like the
common area.
Yeah, common area. And Billy Joel has played that piano.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm not surprised because everyone hangs out in the Hamptons.
Right. He's like, why not?
Thomas was saying he was watching something and it was Robert Downey Jr. was talking about how he did.
I love him.
He did a preview. I guess he did like a sneak preview or something of Oppenheimer at the Sag Harbor Theater.
Oh.
And he's like, I'm there. And then there's Paul McCartney and there's all these people. I'm like, just average day in the Hamptons.
Right.
Just like
At
everybody.
their theater, their
This
local
is why
theater.
I'm like, they're just going to find Ray-Bans. Those might have been Robert Downey Jr.'s Ray-Bans that I have.
Could have been.
Who knows? Could have been.
Never know.
The Baker House is amazing and we love them. And they love you, our hot teas.
Yes.
So they are doing a giveaway alert. We need like a little bell. Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding.
we do need a bell.
Per our discussion, okay, if you are obsessed with igloos, as are we,
Yes.
there's no better experience than the one at the Baker House, and they're giving it away to our hot teas. So you need to follow our Instagram in order to win. Sharon, what is it?
An igloo session for up to 4 guests with a bottle of champagne. This is valued at $175.
At least.
At least.
I mean, I would say at minimum.
Right.
Where can you get an igloo with a bottle of champagne for 4 people for
in the Hamptons?
That is.
Thank you.
I kind of want to win that.
Right?
I know we can't win. We can't win.
Dang.
Please, so make sure you follow our social, our Instagram. Turn on your notifications. Michael's going to post it, and it's going to be a hot commodity.
I can't wait.
I mean,
I can't wait to see who the winner is.
But even if you don't win, $175 split 4 ways,
Right.
to go get a bottle of champagne and hang out in the Baker House
in the Hamptons? Come on.
with all those celebs. Okay,
Come
and tell
on.
Antonella we said hello when you go there because she's fabulous.
Yes.
The igloo goes on until April 2nd, so you have time.
Yes.
Because that's still like spring doesn't really happen until it goes. Winter kind of goes through March. Okay, so perfect. Love them. Thanks for all those igloos and. There's so much happening. It's also restaurant week.
Yeah. Wait, do we want to go to TikTok and talk about our good fan?
Oh my God, right. Because we were
For
talking about the curb alert.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
let's hear
Kay on TikTok wrote us about our curb alerts. We said, please reach out. And she said, I found a relatively new flat screen TV once that said, doesn't work. plugged it in, and it worked.
Yeah, that's something I would do.
Yeah.
Is it just doesn't work, so I throw it on the curb, and then turns out it works perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine. I think it's so funny.
I love.
Thanks, Kay, for reaching out.
Keep letting us know about your curb alerts and your favorite igloos. Please let us know. By the way, last episode we were like, send us your encouragement, and then I got a text from Mark Dorn.
Yes.
He's like, here's your encouragement.
I love that.
I'm like, it's so sweet. Anyway, I love
I love our hot teas.
I love our hot teas. Okay, restaurant week is January 28th through February 4th here on Long Island.
So exciting.
I'm starving right now. I'm literally starving. Yesterday I didn't eat all day, and then I went to dinner with Sand, and I had like a little bit of dinner salad, and then we split a steak. So I had like 3
Couple
which is
bites.
fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm starving. I haven't eaten again today. And I'm just
Why
like,
do you do this to yourself?
well, I just busy.
I know.
I literally
But,
have
like,
not
you
had a
should
second.
keep like a banana or something. in
Okay,
your-
I'm lying. I did have a handful of almonds.
Come on.
Oh my God. And then, so I
Says
did have,
nothing.
okay, so I did have a banana in my car
Yeah.
that I forgot about. And so it's the smell of my car. So
I have
Thomas
to
is
say, I
helping
went
me.
into your car the other day, and I'm like, wow, it smells so good in here. You're
Yeah,
like,
because I just went to Bath and
just hit
Body
up
Works.
Bath and Body
and
Works.
I literally just got those car scent things because
They're
I was
amazing.
desperate. Yeah. But Thomas came home, and I pulled up last night, and Thomas was home, and he comes to greet me in my car, and I'm like handing him a weird brown, also frozen banana. I was like, can you just throw this out? I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff going on in my car.
God.
I do bring bananas with me.
I know.
And then I don't eat them. Anyway, but I'm starving, and one of our favorite places, these are some of our favorite places that are on Restaurant Week. Arlo Kitchen and
We had our
Bar
retreat
in Northport.
there.
Obsessed.
I have to tell you, like
Obsessed.
the staff there was incredible. The atmosphere is incredible.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
If you have not been to Arlo Kitchen and Restaurant Week is the perfect time to do it because you get discounts and you can
it's a
try.
prefix.
Like if you're on the fence, like, oh, it gives you the justification. Like it's a prefix. It's a certain amount. It's cheap. You can try it out.
You're right. And you get like a whole thing. You get an appetizer, you get
It's
an
amazing.
entree, a dessert. So Arlo Kitchen and Bar is located in Northport. Our other partners are Calissa Hamptons, located in Watermill, Chops Steakhouse in Patchogue.
By the way, I saw the TikTok that our team did on that. It looks delicious. I'm starving.
Right.
I'm like, Chops
This is my
Steakhouse.
problem. Here's my problem with social media.
Yum.
Everything in my Facebook feed and Instagram feed is recipes that I'll never make.
Yeah.
I save them.
It's because you look at them, you
And
read them, and then your algorithm gives you more of that.
So it's all recipes to like amazing things. Like the other day, there was like these. Now everybody's gonna like, I don't know. Maybe there's some health nuts out there, but cauliflower nachos. So instead of using nacho chips, using cauliflower like sliced really
not gonna
thin.
happen.
It looks so good.
Oh yeah. No, I literally just said this morning because I went to get my Diet Coke out of my fridge in the garage.
Was
And
it frozen?
No.
Okay.
But I opened up the fridge and this horrible waft of a smell came out. And I told Thomas, I was like, this is my fault. These are all these vegetables. I have a full head of cauliflower in there that is at least 2 months old. There's cabbage, there's carrots.
God.
And I said, listen, I had the best intention with the cauliflower. I buy it. I'm like, there it is. I want to eat this.
You know what I love to do with
want to. It's
cauliflower
not gonna
though?
happen.
Honestly, just like put it on a pan and
I
like,
love it. I
broil
like to eat raw cauliflower with like a little ranch dip. I
Yeah.
love cauliflower.
Yeah.
Turns out not enough to get it out of my garage fridge and eat it.
Right.
In 2 months. But anyway, cauliflower is good intentions. Go ahead.
City Cellar in Westbury,
Mm-hmm.
Drift 82 in Patchogue, H2O Seafood and Sushi in Smithtown, Salt and Barrel in Bayshore.
And we'll talk about more next week, right?
Exactly. Because
We're
have
just
a couple,
giving you some
just ideas.
just to get, but you got to make your reservations because they do like fill up,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
you got to make a
You definitely
reservation.
have to make a reservation for restaurant
There's
week.
plenty to do on Long Island in the winter. So many people say, oh, it's a summer destination. And it is. Obviously, we're iconic in the summer.
In the beaches.
There's
yeah.
nobody in the
But like
on the globe that beats our summers, but our winters are awesome.
awesome. Igloos, restaurant week. Come on.
I want to do all of it.
Here's some events this weekend.
Ooh, okay,
though,
let's hear it.
coming
Let's
up.
hear it. Let's
Friday,
hear it.
January 26th, Chambers of Hell, Coven of Chaos, Winter Haunted House.
Sounds scary.
Does.
Which is
but
the purpose.
whatever.
That's the point.
What
That's the
they
point.
want it. They love
Yeah,
it.
That's the point.
Sanino Vineyards has a trivia night on the 26th.
Yeah.
And George Costello roller skate rink Friday night all skate. That's fun.
Okay. Yes. And one more thing. Let's see, because we're wrapping up here because we have, should I say, a potential special interview? Okay. We want you to hear because we have a special guest. But I also want to make sure I got all my celebrity in. John, you hit no doubt. Oh, one last thing. Did you hear Alec Baldwin put his house up for sale again?
I want to live there.
So
he's owned it for a long time. I was
by the
surprised
way,
at that.
It's a bargain. He dropped it $10 million.
Right?
Because what happened
It's
is,
a bargain.
because what
I bet
happened
you
is
can find it unlucky to live here.
during COVID, right? Well, a lot of other people like fled major cities. Everyone moved to Long Island.
Right.
And so house prices went through the roof, sky high.
Right.
And so, including his, but he just recently dropped it to the totally affordable $19 million.
Oh, totally affordable.
It's 10 acres,
But it looks
5
gorgeous.
bedrooms. For those of you who don't understand Long Island life, $43,000 in annual taxes.
Yes.
Which I actually think is not that bad.
I don't think it's bad
in comparison.
either. Exactly.
That's how you know we're Long Islanders.
But like, I don't think that's bad.
Well,
for
if we're a $19 million
house,
it's like
5 acres or 10?
10.
10 acres. That's not bad.
It's about 10,000 more than most average houses.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know how he got away with those taxes, but that's amazing.
I wonder if it's different in that township. But it has like a sauna, a spa, a pool, like multiple pools.
Yes, and for those of you who are really concerned that Alec Baldwin might be moving off of Long Island, fear not. He has multiple other houses.
Right.
This is just one of his
and
homes.
he's, from Long Island, obviously.
Yeah, he's
so.
just selling his big 5-bedroom home.
They're probably from Massapequa originally.
Oh, yeah,
right?
the
Like
Baldwins. Yeah. But he has other houses in the Hamptons. I mean, he's definitely a Hamptons person. So don't worry. You'll still bump into Alec Baldwin when you go to the Hamptons. So that's really it. I think we had a really great episode of there's no more excuses to say that there's nothing to do on Long Island in the winter.
Absolutely.
There are so many. We went out to the vineyards. We had a great time. The igloos, the restaurant week. This is like, there's a lot happening.
I think there is a lot happening. And I think maybe if we talk about remotes in our next podcast meeting, we should do an igloo.
We should do an igloo as a remote.
That would be amazing.
I love that idea, Sharon. This is why you're the brains of the operation. Also, in addition to our special guest today, next week, we have our official health and wellness ambassador joining us again for the first time in a long time.
Month. I mean,
Wellness Month. Our
we miss
beloved,
her.
Our beloved fit doc.
We love her.
Dr. Michelle Reed will be with us next week. So don't miss that episode. Make sure you tune in. Email us at spillthetea. I'm going to do this wrong every time.
SpillTheTea at discoverlongisland.com.
Thank you, Sharon. It's only been 3 years.
Reach out on Instagram at Long Island Tea Podcast. Call us. Leave a voicemail. We'll play it on air.
Yes. Anyway, just reach out to us in whatever way. There's a million ways. Follow us on TikTok and tune in. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
The Long Island Tea Podcast is brought to you by Discover Long Island. For exclusive access to contests and promotions, follow Long Island Tea Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And for questions, comments, and collaborative inquiries, email spillthetea at discoverlongisland.com.